Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of No Place Like Homaha. I am your host, JD Wonder, alongside my co-hosts, Mike Love and Nick Hendricks. Today, we have a special guest, Jayln Lee. He is a player at Mid-Atlantic Christian University, plays in the United States Collegiate Athletic Association. And from what I'm looking at here, it looks like you are a two-way player, my friend.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I pitch a little bit. I like to play first base more, but I'll do whatever they need me to do. So
Yeah, and it looks like you also hit nukes as well.
I
Holding
try
a
to.
348 batting
Now,
average career. That's pretty impressive.
stop talking, Josh. Did you hit any nukes yesterday? That's the key question.
Oh, yesterday. All right. So it didn't go well.
Damn.
We we got to. It was a let's see. It was a 5 hour drive. It turned into about 7.5. We don't even have a bus. We have like three. We have two like 15 passenger vans, which can fit like 12 guys, and and then we have like an Chevy Equinox, and a little minivan. So we fit like 40 guys on those four vans and kind of just bull out, and we're cramped up, whatever. But we got there, had a little bit of practice. I felt good at practice, and then we get out there, and it's in the mountains in Marion, North Carolina. Big League Camp is the place the name of the place. And I felt good and coming into the weekend, and then I don't know what happened. I guess it was cold and my hands were slow. I got a couple singles. I had a couple RBIs, but I walked a bunch. Nobody wants to pitch to me. It's just these guys know
Because
who
you
I
hit
am.
nukes.
Yeah,
You hit
they
nukes.
see my batting average, and like I see why, because we played a lot of these teams before, so they kind of know like who I am. But it's it makes me upset that they won't pitch to me. So I either walk or I'll strike out because of a bad call. Because I don't really strike out much. Like swinging, sometimes I'll strike out. I'll swing at a bad pitch every now and then. But if it's hittable, I'm gonna put the bat on it 99% of the time. But yeah, so it didn't go very well. We won one game out of the four. Had a developmental game, so we had our younger guys play, and uh, it's just it did not go as planned, but it's all right. We've got 48 more games to play, so I'll be all
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
Because these were your first ones, right?
Yeah, we played last week. Well, yeah, last weekend against St. Andrews University, or St. Andrews University, I think is the name of them. The NAIA school, big school in NAIA ball, and they're pretty nasty. I did well against them. I pitched one inning against them, and that went okay. My arm wasn't feeling great, but yeah, these are our first games that actually count. So it
Mhm.
wasn't the greatest because it goes on my stats. So
Gotcha.
What
Still
is
early.
like,
Still early.
boy? What is what's like the difference between the not the I guess the level that you guys play at and like the NCAA or like NAIA or like JUCO?
so I'm not sure why the schools are different, but I'll put it this way. So most NAIA schools are a decent size. They have a decent amount of students, a couple thousand maybe. And then you got your JUCOs that are probably around 1,000, 2,000 kids. We've got 150 people at my school.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
Damn.
yeah, yeah. There's 42 baseball players out of 150. I think there's like
God.
6 women on campus. So
You say
we
60 women?
6.
6 women.
What?
It's a sausage fest there, man.
Dude, it's crazy. Like literally, so we've got 2 dorms, right? One dorm is on one side of the campus, the other one's on the other side. You could throw a rock and hit the other dorm. All right. Uh, we've got 3 buildings on one side and or 3 buildings on the other. The 3 buildings on the other side of the road over here are office buildings for like the teachers and the school stuff. They're houses, they're old houses. So like literally like the offices are in room like bedrooms. Uh, yeah, it's really it's wild. Like I've been all around. I've went to a couple schools. I kind of found this place when I had already quit baseball, and the coach called me a couple years ago, and he was like, "Hey man, come play." I was like, "I'm getting ready to join the army. y'all are gonna have to give me a decent scholarship for me to come back and play ball again. He was like, we'll figure something out. I was like, all right, you know what? I think it's just meant to be. I gotta get back and play ball, but I'll get to that later. But yeah, it's my teammates. Like I got teammates right here behind y'all, so I'm on the end of the hall. It's just the lobby behind me, behind this wall. Then you got two of my teammates, two more of my teammates on the other side of them, two more of my teammates on the other side of them. Then there's our RA, which he's like one of the Bible study guys. He doesn't play sports or anything. There's like not very many of those people that come to school that don't play a sport. So it's mainly people come here because either, they just had no other offers or other schools didn't work out or they saw, it was close to home. They wanted to still play and came here. But yeah, it's really small. But the USCAA is just a bunch of small schools like this. You've got a couple bigger schools, but we play like Division II NCAA teams. So if we were to like transfer over to NCAA, we'd be kind of like probably a lower level D2. We play a lot of JUCOs, a lot of NAIA schools, some really nasty NAIA schools. A couple D3s. It really just depends. We can play really anything we wanted to play, but that's kind of I guess our competition level is that's where we stand.
So do you guys have like a conference kind of built into this league? Like, is it still kind of like what a D1 would be, like breaking down into those?
Sorta. We didn't have one last year. We came up with a conference. Like some guy literally he made a logo and was like, "All right, this is your conference. There's us, Virginia State University, which is a HBCU up in Virginia. They're D2 NCAA. Then you've got Virginia Peninsula. They changed their name to Virginia Peninsula. They're a JUCO. They're in our conference. And Christendom, which I don't even know what they are. I think they're USCA too. But so it's kind of just a bunch of different divisions and whatever that's in our conference. We just kind of made it up and we're like, all right, this is our conference. We're just going to play each other for conference games and have a little tournament at the end of the year.
Wow.
So then the remaining like 48 games that you have is just like a mixture of whoever you guys wanted to schedule them essentially.
Yeah, so I'll read a little bit off to you. I've got it right here actually. I don't know. I don't want to close the app. I'll do it on my phone because God knows what'll happen if I close the app. I might not be able to get back into it.
Yeah.
I can just give you our website. Like, just type in Mid Atlantic Christian University baseball schedule 2023. There's gonna be a bunch of random teams like that. Some of them I've never heard of. Don't even look at the games we played this weekend. I don't want to talk about it.
Damn, you guys also offer a lot of teams too.
Oh yeah, we've got men's basketball, women's basketball, volleyball for the girls. We had a men's soccer team, but we didn't have a coach, and we only have like 6 players. Like baseball, a bunch of the baseball guys played soccer this year.
Interesting.
Wait, hold on. So I gotta ask, you have 6 women on campus, but yet you guys have women's teams. How does that work?
We have 5 girls on our women's basketball team.
That's it.
That's
5 girls. They start, they play the whole game, and they actually win games too. They win too. Like it's, yeah, it's crazy. Dude, the whole baseball team. We have a really small gym, and it's like a stage on one side that they do like if we have like events on campus for like alumni and stuff. Like they'll do like a little setup and eat in the gym with the tables and the tarp on the floor. They'll have somebody talk on the stage or whatever. But all the baseball guys and some of the other students that we kind of hang out with, they'll go sit with us on the stage, and we'll just go crazy. Like it's bad. We
love that.
Yeah, we chirp really bad. Like we're not allowed to on the baseball fields. We have to do it somewhere.
You can't chirp on the baseball field?
I mean, we can, but like I got yelled at this weekend for doing it. So I just
by the coach or by the umpires?
By the coach.
But
yeah,
can't chirp on a baseball field. That's tough, man.
Oh, because we get chirped really bad. Like other teams are really, really bad about it, and then something will happen. We got a lot of freshmen that don't, understand the game and understand like, if I hit this guy right here after I just hit a guy 2 batters ago, and they're already, running their mouth at me, what's gonna happen? I don't know. I'm just gonna throw the ball. If it hits him, it hits him, and then of course, it hits a guy, and the other team, and then you've got the older guys on our team, so we can't just sit there and take it. Especially we got our young guys out there on the field sometimes, and I want to protect my boys. I'm close with my whole team. We're a
Mhm.
tight knit around here. I mean, I'm sure at some point you're gonna have guys banging on the door, banging on the wall right here, knowing that I'm doing this. So just ignore that.
So looking at kind of your schedule, it's Morris College. You will play next.
Yeah, we play them Wednesday. We have to drive 5 hours there and 5 hours back the same day. We're not even spending the night.
Dang.
Ugh.
That
Then
is the grind right there.
we got back at 3 o'clock this morning, and
Ooh.
I woke up at about 11. And I was like, I didn't even set an alarm. I was hoping I didn't miss this because I just got into bed when we got back.
Ah, that's rough.
Imagine. Has that been kind of the same way since you're like throughout your entire like college career so far? Has it just kind of been that grind?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's
Mhm.
since my first freshman year because Corona messed everything up. I got offered a full scholarship to play ball at Lenore Community College, which is in Kinston, North Carolina, out of high school, and I went there, played a little bit. I had a starting spot. Some stuff happened. It was a weird situation. I didn't play very much after the first couple weeks because some political stuff and whatnot.
Mm.
You know how it is, favorites and stuff like that. But it ended up making me just not want to play. So I left. I was working in the fall of 2019. So I went there in 2018, 2019. Was working for the summer. I was sitting like 92 on the mound. I wasn't sitting 90. I was sitting like 89, 90. I was topping out 92. I became a PO at the next school I went to. Uh, and I was like, yeah, I don't like this. I want to hit, and he was not gonna let me hit. So I ended up redshirting and left there. Well, that was when Corona happened, so I got my red shirt back, and I didn't have to worry about that. And then I ended up just I liked making money, and I was playing baseball, just every now and then on like a men's league team or something just to play. And I was playing slow pitch softball, which was fun. But I was like, dude, I got to do something with my life. So I was talking to the army, and then that's when he called me, Coach Lewis. He was like, "Hey man, I talked to one of your buddies that used to play here about you," and he was like, "He's not playing anywhere. Why don't you call him?" And so he's like, "I called you, and I've heard a little bit about you. I'd like to offer you, some sort of something to come play here." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'll talk to you about it a little bit. Let me talk to my mom and my grandparents, see what they think." And ended up coming here, and now I've been here for the past 2.5 years. So, and it reset when I got here. All of my like, they didn't accept a lot of credits because of private Christian school.
Mm.
Mhm.
So it was brutal having to come back and just restart after I'd already been in college. But it was worth it because I've still got I've played ball the whole time I've been here. Had fun. I've got this year and next year I can still play. And I mean, I'm not sure how it works with like using a red shirt for another year, but I don't think I played enough games my freshman year at Lenore to be able to count it as a year. So I might be able to just like throw a red shirt on there and get another year out of it if I was a transfer like I want to.
Yeah, that's what I think you or Coach Holmes said that you were looking to transfer.
Oh,
Um,
Maddie, he's the
yeah,
man, dude. I love
he
Maddie.
he's he's pretty dope.
Yeah, he's sick.
Where like do you have anything on your radar where you're looking to transfer, or like what's the whole deal with that?
So my thing is, I kind of got a little bit of a story to go along with that, and I'll explain it to you. So I've been here, I've been playing here for the past 2 years. I played last year and played the year before here. Um, I've done pretty well here, and I was like, I think I can compete at a higher level. And I wasn't sure because I've never really played at a higher level like that. I've always been looked over or whatnot, the high school I went to, and then me going to the JUCO I went to, and then going to a D3 school and not here. I've just been looked over, and I got a shot to play in North Dakota in the Expedition League with Maddie last year, and he even told me, he was like, "Man, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think, you were going to produce very much. I was just bringing you up here because I like you and whatnot." Well, I ended up starting just about every game up there. I was seeing, you know, the slowest pitchers we saw were probably 92, 93, and then most guys were sitting 94, 95, and then we had a couple guys that were 97 or so. I was hitting 450 for like most of the season. Wood bat is all wood. I loved it. It was crazy because I've never really seen pitching like that, but I got up there and I was like, dude, this is so easy. I love it. Like, they throw the ball hard. All you got to do is swing. You don't have to sit there and think about it. Even off speed pitches. I have trouble with off speed pitches here because it's so slow. Guys are throwing 74, 75 fastballs. And you got some guys that run it up to 96 every now and then when we play a crazy JUCO somewhere. But most guys are like mid 70s to mid 80s. And then their off speed is like 65. And I'm sitting there like this. And then I wait too long and it's like, all right, whatever. And then their umpires are not great either, but you can't complain about that too much because they're not going to be good anywhere you go. But yeah, so I went up there, played there, seeing 94, 95, up to 97 all summer, and I loved it. And I was like, you know what? I think I can play at a higher level. So I started talking to Maddie, started talking to another guy. He works for the Padres. He's trying to help me out, find another school. I talked to NC State a few weeks ago. I live like 30 minutes from there, so I literally drove up to the campus and walked in the coach's office. I was like, "Hey man, look, I'm looking somewhere to go. I play here." I told him, about the school and stuff, and I sent him my stuff and email, sent him some video. But yeah, I'm looking. I want to transfer to D1 school. I think I know for a fact if I get an opportunity that I'll be able to prove myself, and they'll at least get me on the team. And then at that point, it's just work my ass off until I get a spot.
Yeah. So is like the transferring thing, is it new to you? Since I know you started at the Lenore College and then you went to one after that. So like you've obviously not jumped around, but like the process of swapping schools or switching schools.
Yeah. So
what's that like for people who don't know?
oh, it's hard to do, especially if you have friends at those other schools. But you got to do what's best for yourself at that point. It's if you want to play baseball and you want to move forward with baseball or whatever sport or your education, whatever. It's You have to look at it in the way of how is this going to help me in the future instead of what's best for me right now. It's not too bad, if you're okay with talking to new people and kind of getting to know people. I just it's hard to explain. It's just a weird thing to do because especially if you went to the same middle school, same high school, then went to a college and have been there your whole 2 or 3 years and want to go somewhere else after that. It's weird because you've never really had to all of a sudden change and meet new people and whatnot. But I've done pretty well with it. I think I got here and I like everybody. I'm doing well in school. I'm doing well in the baseball field. So I haven't really thought about transferring until the past few months. I'm thinking I've been told by my coach and Maddie and some other people that they think I should be playing at a higher level than what I'm at.
For sure.
So looking down the road, then would you be willing to go really far away from home, or are you looking at staying in that kind of area?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've told my mom, my grandparents. I told my dad. My dad passed away in 2019, so if I talk about it, it's a while back. I've told all of them I'll do anything to play ball. If I get offered any spot anywhere that's gonna benefit me, I'll go. I'll go play ball on the moon if I had to. I love, like, that's what I've done my whole entire life. That's all I've put effort into. I mean, I've got tattoos about baseball on me. I've put my whole life into baseball, and that's all I want to do. That's my plan A. I didn't have a plan B until I got to college. They're like, you have to have a degree in something. So I was like, that's what I want to do. it's everything I love, everything I hate, and everything in between.
Well
Damn.
said. Well said.
That's what I was gonna say. Man, over
Yeah,
here being a
damn.
philosopher. Boom.
Yeah,
So
it's my life,
kind of
dude.
kind of going back to what you said about how you have different guys throwing like 65-mile-an-hour off speeds. Their fastball is only like 80, 85, we'll say, like a top out.
Okay.
Trying to go from different JUCOs and like different D2s and everything like that. What is your approach to say, okay, I know that these guys are throwing a lot harder than what we're typically used to. How do you kind of adjust to that?
So what I like to do is I try not to change my swing very much, just so I can stay on the same swing path and keep my timing the same or use it the same way. Because obviously you have to change your timing, but I want to be able to do it and feel sort of the same every time I swing, no matter how the pitcher's throwing. So what I'll do most of the time is just change either my step or I'll spread my legs out a little bit, or if it's really slow, I'll just slide to the front of the box. It's difficult though. It really is. It's a lot harder to go from fast pitching to slow pitching than it is to go from slow pitching to fast pitching. Y'all probably know that. It's difficult. But yeah, I'll try to just tweak a little bit. That way, I'm not changing too much or changing too little. It's whatever needs to be done. I'll if I see these guys are throwing whatever, or if let's say we played this team last year and I know that they have the same guys throwing and it's the guys that are throwing 65, I'm gonna go to the cage and I'm gonna say, look, I need you to back up, I need you to throw me front toss, and I need you to loop it to me. So I'm sitting here able to hit the ball that's going like this instead of a flat plane. And obviously if this guy's throwing harder, I'll get my buddies or my teammates to speed up the front toss, get a little closer, and then when we do our overhand rounds, we'll figure it out from there. But I try to set up a little bit beforehand in the cage and then change my stance and my timing a little bit when I get in the box by first AB.
Very
Awesome.
nice.
Perfect. What is so we haven't had many players on. We've had quite a few coaches and some former players and whatnot. But what does a typical, college day look like for you?
For me, so it's pretty solid. I'm trying to do as much as I can. Trying to get my full potential out of myself, which it's hard to do sometimes. You wake up like today. It's gonna be a late night Wednesday night. Getting back probably gonna be 2 or 3 a.m. and I'm gonna have to get up Wednesday morning and do it, or Thursday morning and do it. So yeah, I'll usually on the weekdays I'll get up, go eat at the calf, which I wish I could just go buy food every day, but I'll go eat at the calf, and then I'll get ready for class and whatnot. Go to class. Usually I'll have 1 to 2 classes every day because it's some of my classes are online. Like I do like the 8-week online classes because they're just way easier to do during baseball than it is to be missing class all the time and then having to make stuff up. So I like doing my online stuff. But I'll have 1 or 2 classes and then I'll kind of just hang out with my boys. Like I'll go to everybody's room every day. I'm roaming the halls 24/7 when I'm not in the gym playing my Xbox or doing homework. Or I go to the cage a lot too. Like, if nobody has anything to do, like, y'all want to get to the cage? We'll drive across town, get to the facility. And which it's some random dude that owns it, and our coach just knows him somehow. He's like, he lets us use it for free.
Huh.
So we'll go hit the facility or whatever, and then come back here. We play the game. We'll go work out, do whatever. We like to play basketball too. Our gym is 100 feet from our dorm, so we'll just walk over there and go play basketball, and then till like 11:30 at night, and then come back over here. And sometimes we stay up really late playing UFC or the show or FIFA, and then we do a lot of stuff together. It's really, like I said, it's if I'm not in class or working out, hitting the cage, playing the Xbox, I'm hanging out with my boys, which I think it's a good thing. We argue a lot though because we're around each other 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
So then
That's
building
dope.
off of that for like food choices in the area, whether it be fast food or sit down place? What's your kind of go-to place if you're not going to the calf?
Oh, dude. We've got you know what Bojangles is?
I've heard of it.
You heard
I
of
don't
Yeah.
know
Bojangles?
what
So
that
we've got
is.
a Bojangles. If you ever come anywhere in the Southeast, you got to go to Bojangles or Cookout. Have you ever heard of Cookout? Oh, wow.
This is brand new.
All right. So, yeah, they're just like greasy,
Getting educated.
nasty places. Like, it's just the worst possible food you can get, but it's cheap. Like, I'm broke. You know, I was working during the fall because I didn't have class on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I was able to kind of buy food and put it in my little mini fridge right here and cook it. But I'm broke. So I gotta either eat in the calf or get something cheap. So uh either it's the greasy nasty food over there or it's the greasy nasty food in the calf. I'll get Chick-fil-A every once in a while, you know, get a little fancy. But yeah, dude, Chick-fil-A is a luxury. Chick-fil-A is a luxury. I swear it is. You know, we got some Chinese places around town, but I don't know. I really like Bojangles because it's like a here only type thing. But their grilled chicken's really good. I don't really like grilled chicken, but I eat it because I have to not be 300 pounds.
Mhm.
But you know, their chicken is gas.
That's awesome. What this is not related to baseball. What is your major?
Business administration, sports management.
Okay, so you could really then transfer that anywhere then, essentially.
Yeah, that's
It's-
the reason I did it. It's just really
Yeah.
easy to use.
Yeah. It's good to hear that it's not something like nuclear physics or something
Yeah,
like
dude,
that.
I was when I was at my second school, I was doing forensic science, which was really cool because I was planning on going to the FBI. But then I was like, you know,
Hell
I'm kind of good at baseball, so I'm just gonna try to stick to that.
I'm kind of good at
Kind
baseball.
of good.
Huh.
Dan hit 340 for 2 seasons. I'm kind of good at baseball.
He's like
It's-
450 over way more competitive pitching. Ugh.
Jade, he
I'm
is
hitting-
kind of like you though. He's a lefty.
I hit
Lefty, righty?
throw righty.
Yeah.
Hit lefty, throw righty.
We just had a conversation the other day. We were at like a hitting thing for our coaching staff, and he talked about the best players are the left-handed hitters and the ones that throw right-handed because their dominant hand is in their bottom hand, so they can hit with it, and so they're not top hand dominant.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
suck it.
feel that way.
No,
buttholes.
lefties are weird.
No.
Back.
If you can hit a baseball
Back.
further than me, you
Respectfully.
can say I'm weird. All right.
There
I
it is.
definitely
Damn.
But I can strike out faster than you, so I got that on you.
You know, this weekend you probably couldn't. I will lie to you.
Mikey's sitting there taking walks. Jalen's just like, well, shit, gotta
No.
go back.
No, Mikey sits
strike,
up there and he
bro.
swings out of his shoes, bro.
I strike out.
Sometimes I
It's
do
my
too.
business.
We all do. We
You
all
gotta
do.
keep
It's
them
all
on
good.
their toes. You gotta be like,
Gotta-
oh, I'm actually bad.
Never let them know their next
strikeout. Exactly. It's
Yeah,
a
and then they
setup.
throw you up just a meatball right down the middle. You
Yeah.
hit 475.
That's
Yeah.
what
Easiest
you
way to get a
do.
fastball down the pipe.
I would
Yeah.
pop up to the infield.
See, I do that too sometimes. I try to swing way too hard, and I'm just like, I look up and the ball's up there for 30 seconds. You don't see it anymore.
The key word there,
And it's in
though, is
foul
sometimes.
territory, so you don't even run. You just stand in the box and look like an idiot.
You're
That's
like,
the
"God damn
worst.
it."
Well,
Yeah, at least if you
did
hit it
that.
somewhere fair, you can sprint around the base.
Yeah,
and
like
take your
jog it.
anger out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but
yeah,
like,
you
Or if I was
dude,
like,
it's
even if it's down, I got to be back here anyways. So
yeah. See, like if I hit the ball fair, I'm running it out like as hard as I can. I don't care where I hit it, and I get a lot of base hits out of that. Even though I'm not the fastest on the team, but I'm not by far not the slowest, and I'm
Yeah, I call
one
bullshit
of the
because you got
biggest.
stolen bases, my boy.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Like
seen that stat on there.
you know. I steal off the pitcher though. I don't steal off the catcher, and I'm good at just missing, like making the tag miss. I guess I'll slide past the base and be like, "That's the bat." I broke my hand doing that last year though, so I don't do it much anymore.
he's got
do you
swim
wear
moves
the
going.
oven mitt then?
Oh
For
yeah, dude. I
plus
slap
5
myself in
speed.
the
See,
head.
plus 5 speed. They're right
Yeah,
there.
look, when I steal a base, I always slap myself in the head really hard with it because it's loud and it just gets my team going.
It's like the
Oh, I
velo
love that.
slap on a PR. Just
Yeah,
smoke
yeah,
it and go.
exactly. Yeah, that's funny though.
Ridiculous.
Oh.
That's awesome though.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Fuck, I had another question.
That sucks that you can't remember it.
It happens.
Dude, It'd be awesome if you stop talking, Josh.
So I do kind of leaning back towards the major thing. So like, what is the difference between like classes? Like you said, you take online classes a lot, and obviously they're smaller class sizes. How is that different compared to the other levels that you were at? Like, is the schooling different? Like, is it harder? Is it easier the most, or what?
The school that I'm at right now, MacU. So since it's a Christian school, they really put the emphasis on the Christian part. We have mandatory chapels that we have to go to every Tuesday morning before class. Then we've got our classes. Obviously, we have our majors. Whatever, most people are majoring in business if they're not doing any biblical study major, but we all have to get a minor in a biblical study here, which makes it hard because those are the hardest classes at the school, and they make everybody take them. Like 3 of my 5 classes right now are biblical classes, so it's taken forever for me to like get towards my degree here, and that's one reason I want to transfer because like I'm gonna be here for a lot longer than I would be at like another school, like a public school or a school that wasn't forcing you to get a minor. But the business classes are, I mean, they're pretty much the same everywhere, I think. You just gotta do your work and pay attention a little bit. As long as you pay attention a little bit, just a slight bit, you'll be all right. But yeah, just get your work done, do your homework. I've been focusing on trying to get my homework done on Mondays. That way I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week. But the Bible classes are the hardest classes I've ever taken in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So hard, dude.
Yeah, Mike and I went to a college that we had a required chapel as well, Tuesday and Fridays.
Oh, yeah.
You had to get required chapel credits. You get 32 a semester.
Yep, exactly for us
Oh
too.
my
Dude,
God.
He knows what's up.
Did you go to Bob
say,
Jones?
damn, I lucked out.
Bob Jones.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
No.
It's crazy, man. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, we go to a Christian school, yes. We should be going to chapel, yes. But like, I just don't think forcing it is the right way to go about it because it makes
I
you not
agree.
want to go. That's like me going to wash the dishes at home, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go wash the dishes, and I'm walking to the sink, and my mom goes, "Hey, you need to wash the dishes," and I'm like, I don't even want to wash
Never
the dishes anymore
mind.
now. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Yep. Love the big
Okay.
man, but goddamn, I don't want to be forced to talk to you.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yep.
Mhm.
But like,
Yep.
I'll do it. Like, I pray all the time. Like, I do what I'm supposed to do. I try not to be a terrible person, which sometimes I am. It's just how everything is. It's how it is. It's how it is. Sometimes you're a bad person, or you look like a bad person, even though you're doing something good.
Dang.
Take the picture 450. I'm a shit person, man.
That
You know
is-
what?
That's
I'll
being a
be a
bad
terrible
person.
person. I will be a terrible
Yeah.
person to do that.
Oh, man.
I'll trade that off, man. It's
Damn. Damn. I do.
Yeah.
I remember I remember both questions actually, Josh. So in your face.
There you go.
there you go.
There we go.
You write them down?
Okay, this is how we're gonna go. We're gonna go lighthearted and fun, and then serious for the
Oh,
followers.
Shit. Oh my God.
Okay, road trip, right? Wednesday. You're gonna drive your 5 hours, right? On the way back,
Yeah.
I pray to God you're gonna be fed.
Yeah, probably.
Please say yes.
Just driving straight through.
Because if you're not fed, I need to talk to somebody for you.
We
What
stop at the
is-
gas station.
Okay, then we're just gonna up this. Say you go to McReynolds. What's the go-to? Let's hear it.
We don't get to choose. They just buy stuff and make us eat it.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, dude. We'll go
They don't
to
give you like a
Wendy's and they'll buy,
budget?
Okay, so like sometimes if we've got plenty of time to get back, like it's not 2:30 in the morning when we're getting back, like we'll go to Wendy's and go in, or we'll go to Chipotle. Like we went to Chipotle on the way back last night,
Ooh.
so that was gas.
Okay, then what's
like
the Chipotle order?
a chicken bowl with brown rice, black beans, guac, queso, a little bit of lettuce. What else? They have like these fajita vegetables now. Like that was
Mhm.
pretty good. I got those on it last night. That's what I got. That was solid.
Not bad.
Moe's is
Interesting.
better though. Moe's is way better.
What the hell is Moe's?
Dude,
The
you know what
Southwest
Moe's
Grill?
is? Yes,
I've heard of that
Moe's.
before. Yeah.
Moe's is
Bro.
gas. Moe's is like Chipotle's here. Moe's is like way up here.
I'm a sheltered individual.
Well, Is
you
that
Mormon?
so? Is Mo's like specifically on kind of that East Coast side?
I don't know. I didn't know it was like an easy. He's still laughing.
It's like a
He just
South
said,
thing.
"Are you Mormon?" Oh, you snuck it in. It was so subtle. It was so subtle.
Oh,
Damn.
that was
man.
good.
We're getting
Oh,
roasted on our own show. At least I am.
wow.
Well, it's always
Wow.
that's the easiest target. So
I was
Zippy
gonna
lip.
say you're the ginger, so it's easy.
redheaded
Oh,
stepchild.
wow. Wow. Dang.
No, I agree with you.
Okay.
That's funny.
Then what's your serious question?
Okay.
Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're-
okay. Here we go.
I'm
Prepare
scared.
yourself for this, Jaylyn. I would be too.
Dear God.
Okay. Obviously, okay. For any coaches that are going to watch, in the future, or like any followers, that have connections, where are you going to be playing in the summer? We obviously know, but kind of list out, where you're going to be playing, what location, and then like why, like a program should take a chance. And obviously, we've talked to you, we've had this conversation with you, and it's pretty evident, you love the sport and everything like that. But for those that maybe don't know you, and obviously we don't know you super well, but just like why should they, take that chance?
Well, I'm playing for Maddie this summer. He offered me to play in the Valley League for the Waynesboro Generals in Waynesboro, Virginia. Um, I love playing ball. That's all I've ever wanted to do. That's all I've ever done. That's all I've ever think about. I think about it 24/7. I've noticed in the past year, 2 years that I have a lot of potential and I want to unlock my potential. I feel like if I get to a school with the resources that I need and the people that I need to be around and learn from, and even I like learning from the younger guys. I know I'm a little older. I'm 22, but uh, I'll learn from anybody that's willing to help me with anything, or even if they just got something to say to tweak about anything for me. I'm a very good listener. I'm really coachable. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. If you tell me to do something, I'll do it. I'm not going to ask questions. But no, I think I think if I get a chance to go somewhere and play, that I'll prove everybody here that prove to everybody here that I'm able to do it and do it at a high level and consistently do it at a high level.
For sure.
Awesome.
Well said. We're gonna have to clip that for him, send it off.
Yeah,
To him so
oh,
that
yeah,
he
I'll-
can, post
Yeah,
that wherever
definitely.
he
That'll
wants.
be a
Clip that
clip.
for sure. But anyway, so just kind of wrapping up then. Jaylyn, do you have any questions for us as far as anything?
Man, not really. I would enjoy talking to y'all. You guys are cool. Can I get a link to this though? My buddies are gonna
Oh,
want
yeah.
to
for
watch.
sure.
All my
For
teammates
sure.
are
Yeah,
gonna want to watch
Yeah, we'll
it.
drop one in.
They were asking me.
Yeah,
And speaking of
we're on,
links,
you stop talking.
you stop talking, dummy. I hate you
Nick,
so
mute
much,
him,
but I
please.
love you. I'm the
Nick, mute
host of
him,
this
please.
chat, so shut up. Anyways,
Jaylyn, it's on all. We're on all all
Yes.
podcasting platforms. So like
Gotcha.
Spotify, YouTube, Apple Pod. Am I missing one?
Nah,
anywhere
that's
you
pretty
get your
much it.
podcast at, as well as
Yeah,
you
man.
can find us on
Yahoos are on the
socials,
Tickety Talks.
hit the TikTok and
TikTok.
Twitter at Homaha Pod. That's just kind of our little subtle plug. Mikey ruined it. I had a way better
Suck
written
my
out
ass.
script to follow, but
Fine, here. Let's just
typically how it
rewind.
is.
Go
Nope,
ahead, nerd.
it's too late. It's already out
In
there.
case
It's
you
said. It's
haven't,
done.
in case you haven't noticed, Jaylyn, this is normal. They
Yeah.
go at each
Nick,
other's
you
throats
shut
all
up. You
day
sound
long.
like you put a silencer over your mouth.
That's what I think. Anyway.
All right,
Oh,
so
that's
full
funny.
disclosure on that, because your boy is kind of dumb. I made sure the camera was rolling. I had the podcast board here, and I looked over at it, and I was after Mikey said, "You sound like you stuffed a suppressor in your mouth," and I was like, "What the frick?" I looked over, the board was not rolling, so we'll have to see how the audio transfers over here, because I started rolling the board like 30 minutes ago.
Nick, we try to run a professional.
In your
Oh
mouth.
my God, we try to
Yeah.
run a professional thing, and this is what you do.
Yeah.
I apologize, Jaylyn. This is
You gotta have
Yeah.
fun, dude. You gotta have fun. You can't be serious all the time.
If anybody
well,
thinks
okay.
the show
Nick
is
can.
professional, they are mistaken.
That's
It's
wrong.
professionally made, Nicholas.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
If you want to, Jay, we can not JD Jaylyn. we can plug your socials too for anybody that's looking to get in contact with you or anything like that if you'd like.
Yeah, I can send you guys, or you want to just like say them? I'll just send them to you.
Yeah, you can say them or send them. It don't matter.
I mean,
We'll
it's
post it
kind of
everywhere.
like it's kind of complicated. My Instagram is J_ALY_M. I think my TikTok's the same thing. Oh no, my TikTok's different. My Twitter, I've got different names for everything, dude.
Yeah, again, we can just plug it in there,
yeah,
and we'll
like,
just
I'll
put all
send
the
it to
links
you.
on
Yeah,
there
we'll
for
drop
sure.
it in.
Yeah, there you go. I'll send them to you. It's complicated.
Perfect.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much for stopping on the show today. Hope you had a good time.
I appreciate y'all.
I know we had a great time interviewing you, and again, you're welcome on anytime. Just let us know when you want to stop by. Give us a few predictions when we get around to it. College World Series right around the corner. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It is not right around the corner.
Yeah,
It's right around
got
the
a little
corner.
bit of it. Got some time
Season's
left to go.
starting
Corner-
soon.
What corner you have? 17 corners?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, man, I'm down to get on here whenever, dude. Like, if y'all want me on here, I'm 100% just looking at it. Like, I enjoy it. It's fun.
Sir.
All right.